Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome Amiibo, where today I'm doing some tests on the side. So if I'm looking over here for a little bit, it's because I'm keeping track of stuff. Basically, I'm trying to see, because, you know, Black Friday is coming up pretty soon, roughly how much power my computer actually uses while recording. Because that is a pretty important thing. That's happened since I saw you. At the moment I'm studying Kempo in China. Hiya! Here's a gift from China. Gift from China for you. Just like I promised. Enjoy. And for that we get a red tasseled lantern. And from Fuchsia. Bought this to use when I'm relaxing at home, and I remembered how busy I am. Fuchsia's really busy. She's buying herself a lot of stuff. And she's really busy. The kiwi stool. How were you too busy to use a kiwi stool? I mean, come on now. The one thing I am trying to find, and I was trying to find it before I started, and I really should have, like... Ah, there we go. So... Okay. Seems like I'm not using a huge amount of power for my CPU at the moment. That is good, because that's probably the highest power draw part of my computer. I was looking for the wattage for the CPU, and I couldn't exactly find it, but I just did. I love how my power targets are exactly what Intel says they should be, and yet I'm still seeing problems. Look, this is perfect picnic weather, so how can I help you? What's the latest? I want you to have my blue leather jacket. No reason in particular, here you go. Okay, just get a shirt. I'm not gonna be wearing it, but... Then we got someone else wandering around over here. Sahara! There is also something coming up this Saturday that I'll definitely be watching. And you guys may enjoy watching it too, so I will point it out. That being the StephenPlays Extra Life charity event. It is happening this Saturday. It'll be quite a long stream. There's so many things this month that really want me to ruin my sleep schedule. And I just kind of got it working again, but I think I'm just gonna, like... I'll just see about correcting it after that stream. I'll probably just pick, like, a game segment that I'm not all that interested in to record that day. Or, I mean, it is Sunday. If I'm awake early enough, I can just record before they start streaming, because they start... I think it's, like... around 1 PM my time, so... And then usually go for like 20 hours or more. Just raising money for charity. And basically what the event is they basically play a different game every half hour that is voted on by people donating to charity. So, you know, pretty neat. Very science fiction-y floor with a very grandma's house walls. I mean, you gotta give her. Sahara has visions, and I'm not sure they're visions of sanity, but she definitely has visions. Still on the lookout for that one fossil I haven't been able to find. Again, if you guys ever see it anywhere. But yeah, I'm basically trying to figure out, like, okay, how much... how much power does my computer use while recording? So I can buy a UPS that will do what I want it to do. Because I found a few that actually list how long they last on their load. It's great. But the prices jump quite considerably between like 500 watts and 650 even. And I'm pretty confident my computer, under an editing load, would be using close to 500-600 watts. But under a gaming load, I doubt it. So, like, I might be able to get by on, like, a 300-watt UPS, but I've also got to take into account the monitors, but those just draw a fixed power, and I can just look up how many watts they draw, like, or at least they're supposed to be drawing. They could be drawing more for all I know. I don't really know, but I literally just need long enough that I'll be able to, like, save and quit, and then manually end the recording. That's all I need. I don't even need long enough to, after that, be able to turn off the computer. Like, that's not a concern. Not as much of one, anyway. It is a concern, but I'd rather be able to, you know, preserve a recording. This might be a wait for January kind of thing, though. But a rare mushroom. Oh, okay. Now, some of you in the comments were telling me that I probably would want to hang on to a few of these, and also that leaving them on the ground does not affect the town rating, so I am quite happy with both of those things. I will hang on to a few, and it's nice knowing that I don't have to worry about them. Selling some of the things to my fans. Sure. I'll buy it. Why not? Nose is really itchy today. I also really need to get, like, editing more World of Warships. Because, like, I've got content good until, like, Friday. What is today? Thursday. So it's Wednesday IRL. It's like I've got content until Friday. But that means I've only got content until Friday. But I do have until Monday to make some. And I do have some recorded. I just don't know how much of it I'm actually going to use. Like, I did, because I'm not going, like, pure free-to-play with the series. I did basically invest, like, $12 to get one of the Black Friday ships. But that's all I've done, and that's probably all I will do money-related for that account. Mostly just on the account of, like, why would I put money into an off account, if that makes sense? Like, it's not my main, so why would I invest heavily into it? If I want to show off a particular ship, I've probably already got it. It's why I want to show it off, and it'll be on my main. So I could just do that, which I might do a few videos that are like that. Especially because I feel it would be good for the contrast of things. To show, like, how the NA server compares to the EU server. Because I know within the Warships community, I've gotten some angry replies from people around my assessment of the EU server. And this is nothing against the EU player base. The EU server has a different meta from the NA server. They just do. The NA server is very passive, and in general, pushing is a lot harder, and, like, it has created moments where, when playing on the EU server, I've very much been in the mindset of, like, what are you doing? Why W? Yeah, you shouldn't be W keying right now. You should, you know, you should be holding back. Like, but I mean, it's just how the EU server plays. Now, it all comes down to your own opinion, whether that is better or worse. For me, it's situational. I would love to find a server where people understand that there is a place for both playing passively and playing aggressively, and not just more or less everyone always does this one thing. It also very much explains to me why, when I was talking with someone from the EU server who's a CC, they didn't agree that World of Warships has a passive meta. And it's quite simply just because their server, there isn't a passive meta. Which is a fairly good argument as for why the servers should be combined. Okay, it looks like I'm only using about anywhere between 20 and 70 watts, averaging 50. Okay. I think the 70 was me opening OBS, maybe. I don't know, actually. Did you drop this? A little bag with a little bear on it. Could be Pudge's. Doesn't look like anything she owns. But, like, cross-server matchmaking between NA and EU would probably be, like, the best of both worlds. Cross-server between Asia and anyone else probably wouldn't be for a lot of people, just because, like, the three servers all have very distinct personalities. NA is very passive, tactical, slow-moving. EU is very much pushing, you know, less tactical, more unga-bunga, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Asia is aircraft go burr. Like, a lot of the biggest complaints you'll see against aircraft carriers come from players on the Asia server, who have played against carriers almost exclusively since the game came out. Like, it was nothing pre-CV rework back during the RTS days of carriers for the Asia server to have solidly up the tech tree triple carrier games. Melon! Sure feels good to play under the warm sun, huh? Slice something up. Did you lose this? Catchphrase isn't working as well as I thought it was going to, but it does work. It isn't his. I'll check with Lobo, because I am right here and Lobo is in. I mean, something people tend to forget as well is that pre-carrier rework, it was nothing on the NA server for tier 4, 5, 6 to be double, triple carrier all the time. So, you know. I remember those days. That's when I was actually afraid of seeing a carrier at those tiers. Like, I have legitimately played quite a bit the Battleship Agincourt, which was a Brazilian dreadnought being built by the British, who the Brazilians couldn't then pay for, so it was bought by the Austro-Hungarian Empire just before World War I broke out, and then the Austro-Hungarian Empire joined, you know, started World War I, and the British went, right, we're building this, it's in our dry docks, we're not building you a battleship for you to then use against us. It's ours now. So Capi, how are you today, Zoop? No, I said Zoop again. Rooney pointed to have to say Zoop. Man, you two just... It doesn't make you seem boring at all. You two really just cannot get along on catchphrases, can you? But did you drop this? I'm really gonna need to, like, put these mushrooms away. It isn't hers. You know, I might just put them on the floor at the basement. They'd work. Down there. How about you, Velma? Is this yours? Did you drop something? It's got a little bear on it. It's pretty cute. It might actually be Pudge's. That's what I'm thinking right now. So it could be Bella's. Could you drop something? What we got? Did you drop it? Snars. So, Fuchsia or Pudge or Rooney. Those are the only options left. But I need to put these mushrooms away. Also, everyone is gathered outside my house. I think they're planning on overthrowing my government. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, let's just, place in room, place in room, place in room, place in room. Heck yeah. Mushrooms. But yeah, the battleship Agincourt has precisely 0 AA guns. Its only real AA defense is a bunch of the sailors standing on the deck cursing at the planes. Like, that's what you got. Like, and even that's just a joke. It has literally no AA defense. Like, given the size of the battleship and the fact that it would have sailors on the deck, you would think there would at least, you know, they could make the argument of, well, there's a bunch of sailors with, like, 7.62mm rifles taking pot shots at the planes. Because that would probably have happened. It's just Agincourt was never in a situation where that would have happened. Because World War I. The aircraft weren't exactly attacking ships, though when they did, it was really devastating. Which really led to the thought of, man, we really need to start putting AA guns on these ships and maybe build some ships specifically for aircraft. And, you know, it literally, before World War I had even ended, countries were already thinking, yeah, the days of the battleship are very much limited. It just took World War II to really be like, ah, yeah, okay. The battleship is outdated. It's just not capable of keeping up anymore. Because the general thought process back then was, sure, battleships aren't as viable in ship-on-ship engagements because an aircraft carrier is just better. However, there is an argument that could be made that a battleship is superior at attacking ground targets. Like, basically attacking onshore targets. And, you know, oh, it could also be Tia's. Tia is home. I keep forgetting about Tia. I feel bad about that. Let's come talk with her. So, like... Hello. Come to my home. Did you lose this? It is pretty cute. It would fit. Oh, good. I was wondering where I'd left this. Thank goodness you found it, teacup. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for returning it. In fact, I'd give you a reward. It's not much, but I want my snowy sweater. You know, I might wear that. Better. What do we got? Yeah, I mean, that works. I do want to keep the frog costume, though. And I still have not found the last fossil. It's somewhere. I have no idea where. Also, I should really see, like, what kind of power my GPU is using right now. Oh, there's so many numbers here. Okay, 35 watts. Okay, so I'm barely using any power right now is what this is telling me. So, a 330 watt UPS would probably work then. I feel like I should still go for at least a 500 watt one, just in case, like, I'm doing something, like, in case I'm, like, recording warships. Because I'd be willing to bet that I'm using more power when that happens. So, you know. And as mentioned, I would need both of my monitors, because I keep my OBS on my other monitor. So... And for whatever reason, when, like, power flickers, things never leave my right monitor, even though they should. Because, like the last time power flickered, and then power went out, and I lost the recording. My TV, which is what my right monitor is, it's a TV, died first. Like, it went out first. My actual computer monitor, which is what I'm currently staring at, and what you guys are currently sitting on top of, because, you know, that's where you are, and if I sit up like this, I'm at equal height with the webcam. But that went out second. But what's supposed to happen when you unplug a monitor on a computer is that, everything will just shift to the remaining monitor. And had it done that, I might have been able to at least end the recording on time. Wouldn't have gotten saved and quit, because power went out way too quickly. I barely had time to process what was happening. You know, forget... Forget, like, saving and quitting, or, like, doing anything. Like, I barely had time to process that the power was going out. So... But I might have been able to save the recording, which I could have then still used a bit of. You know? I could have used up until I bonked the rock. Because I always save and continue as I get to there. So, you know. Which is also the big risk of that if it happens, like... Wait, I want to keep the mush hanger. If it happens, like, near the end of my daily routine, and then I've already done the daily routine, you know, that's the kind of things I'm thinking of, like, I need to save and continue, because if I don't, I could lose everything to my lemon crashing. And if I don't save and continue, you know, if I do save and continue, and then the power goes out, and I lose everything anyway, well, now I've lost more, technically, because I can't re-record everything being in the ground, you know. It's already been saved, picked up. Any conversations with an animal has already happened, you know. I think I can finish paying off my home loan. Maybe. I don't actually know. Also, I am, like, exhausted today, and I really shouldn't be. I slept way longer than I needed to, but... Like, I went to sleep around, like, 1 AM, woke up at noon. Like... I want to say I'm feeling tired, just because, like, I still have some residual depression going on, but... It's fine. Home loan paid off! Now I just need to, And now I just need to get this last one, and I think this is the final home loan. I could be wrong on that. But... Hello, Nook. Welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. It's Steven, good to see you. Paid off home renovation. I want to expand. Yep, first floor on the left. I could literally pay that off tomorrow. With my savings. Then I could work on, like, customizing the outside, maybe. I don't know if I want to. I really like the default house. I mean, I like the castle look, but, like... The thing with the castle look is, like... I don't like how the side rooms are. It also doesn't make sense for the upstairs, because, like, that's clearly 2 rooms, but you only have 1 room upstairs. I could see about, like, changing the mailbox, maybe, because, like, the default mailbox is, you know, it's not bad, but it could be better. Yawning. I blame the Animal Crossing music. It always makes me sleepy. Let's put this mush furniture away using the train station. I do really like how you can use in here as storage, so you don't have to worry about animals just barging in on you while you're, like, just trying to deal with your storage. But it does only work for, like, your dresser storage, which I don't think I even have room in for stuff. So I might need to, like, get rid of, like, Zap Pants or something. Yeah. Okay, what are these? I want to keep my white lace stuff. I might wear it again. It's funny. I'm wearing monochrome shoes. I'm literally wearing monochrome shoes. I forgot that I was wearing them and bought a second pair. So it does feel bad selling these because they cost me so much. But, you know. Yeah, let's do some fishing. But yeah, in the low tiers of World of Warships, like tier 4 or 5, I just don't worry about carriers. Like, even in the higher tiers, they're not worth stressing and worrying about. Like, I understand they can be very frustrating to play against. I fully understand that. As someone who has played as and against carriers, definitely understands that. I also understand that playing carriers can be very frustrating. I have had many games where the only reaction I can have is, what am I supposed to do here? As the entire enemy team has formed up into 2 giant blobs, and I literally can't attack either of them without losing my entire squadron. Like, which is a lot to lose. Like, that's not a loss you want to be taking. And, like, there's a lot of people who want that sort of loss to happen when attacking one lone ship. Of which, I do have to ask the people that are like that, though they're not going to be here. I'll have to remember to, like, ask this in an actual video at some point on playing carriers. But, like, to the people who really want that, like, because their argument is, well, they're taking a bunch of skills to increase their AA. And their AA, you know, skills are only effective if there's an aircraft carrier in the first place. Which is fair. That is fair. But those carriers are also taking a whole bunch of skills to increase the survivability of their aircraft. Should those not cancel each other out? Like, if you think about this logically, if the carrier is taking a 3 and a 4-point skill, so 7 points total to increase the survivability of their aircraft, and a cruiser is taking a 2 and a 4-point skill, shouldn't the aircraft carrier's skills be ever so slightly better because they're spending more skill points to do it? And by that same notion that aircraft carriers' AA defense only matters when they're attacking ships that have strong AA? So, like, where's the difference? I also very much don't understand the whole mindset of during RTS carriers, you could take a more active role in fighting the carrier because you could hold down the control key and then click on an air squad to focus your AA damage on that one squadron. if you had taken the 3-point skill manual AA targeting. Like, how is that any different? Well, I suppose you have to push 2 buttons back then. These days you press 1 button to focus your AA on one side of your ship, so you can now deal damage to any number of squadrons on that one side of your ship. Be that left or right. I know it's port or starboard, but left or right. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't understand why left and right weren't just what was used. The left side of the ship, the right side of the ship. So folks calling you Dumpling. I like that name for you. Do you mind if I called you that too? Go ahead. Now I'll call you Dumpling. Yay! Yeah, I'm really bad at fishing. You don't need to rub it in. But, wow, I've been at this for a while. But yeah, like, I have also spent a long time today rambling about World of Warships. In my defense, I am doing a World of Warships series. I need to, like, think of a proper, like, end goal, end point for that series. Because, like, at the... voice crack. At the moment, I'm honestly thinking of just ending it at the end of the year. But I might keep it going. I don't know yet. Like, I was mentioning this on the last Splatoon stream I did. But, like, I want to do... The best way I can describe it is to just name the YouTuber. I want to do Spookston-style videos, but in Splatoon. So basically, playing Splatoon and making videos on it, but have it be like, I'm doing, you know, today's videos on, like, the Undercover Junior, like, the default Undercover Junior, and I just play it for, like, a couple hours, and then just show you guys the highlights in a video. With, like, maybe some, like, better editing. Maybe add in some, like, funky sounds and stuff. I don't know. Like, you know. I feel like that could be not only fun to do, like, on my part, like, because I just like playing Splatoon, but also, like, that style of editing just seems fun. So, you know, there is that. But then, like, the thought in my head is, like, that works well for, like, a 3-video-a-week thing. And it being, like, another game with no, like, solid endpoint means that I can more easily just keep that series going kind of forever without it getting particularly stale, like World of Warships probably will. I say that because, like, with World of Warships, I am also still playing on my main account. So, like, I am basically playing, like, an hour or 2 on my main, and then recording for, like, 2 to 3 hours on the EU account. And the whole while, like, I'm having thoughts of, like, man, I would like to just be playing this ship for, like, a video or something. And I know I just hit Gulliver, but I'm doing a Gulliver check. But, like, I can't. And if I was a CC, I could do that kind of thing of just, like, here's such and such a vehicle, let's play that for a while. But, like, I'm not a CC. I don't know if I'd want to be a CC. Because I don't know what kind of rules they have around doing extra content. Like, World of Warships is my auxiliary series. It's not my primary focus, as you could probably guess. Well, based on today, you probably couldn't guess that, given I've spent the entirety of today doing nothing but talking about World of Warships, basically. and the Stephen Plays Extra Life event, which, you know, as a reminder, I will be watching, and it does happen this Saturday. So I mean, if you guys are looking for entertainment that isn't me, then that's a, you know, it's a pretty good thing to tune into. It's always a fun time. I really like watching like that friend group's charity events. Like the Runaway Guys Coliseum is also a really fun time. But my throat is starting to die, so I feel like I should probably get this ended off. So that's going to be it for this one. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then. And here in the send card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you subscribe? It would help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.